Yesterday I made a video about Sylvester, specifically him. I'm recording this video that same day, all right? But there's something very popular that people are asking me to do, okay? And here's what it is. Hopeless, I dare you to predict Halloween toon stats. And that's calm, tame, and innocent, right? But then explain it to me. Why sequentially afterwards, someone says, "Do it, Hopeless!" And then right after, someone says, "Please, Hopeless!" And then someone else says, "Yeah, I agree. Do it, Hopeless!" All an hour apart. And then someone an hour ago said, "I agree." And this is probably growing. It's probably growing. More people are probably asking me to do it. And Amazing V's little comment, 43 likes. 43 likes. 6 hours ago. That's more likes than my second channel gets per video. So, I'll let you show what people care about. So yeah, today I'm gonna be doing a little Halloween-uation, little Halloween toon guessy, and taking a little bit of inspiration from others. Yeah, I need to start getting into it because there's a lot I gotta break down. Hold on. So, what's crazy is, based off track record and track history, we all think that there's gonna be 4 toons. Crazy idea that I had. Brain blast. What if there's actually more? Because let's be real, it is kind of weird, and it's the first time ever that we have gotten 2 toons leaked well before an update. That's a little crazy. Update is literally like over a week away still. Maybe not when I'm recording this, but like it's still a week away. So what if bro chalk? What if there's more? And furthermore, upon this, elaborating further, we also basically know who the main's gonna be. Oh, you don't know why? Let me show you. Because this currency got announced. I'm gonna make this as fast as possible because I'm sure you guys know this. At this point, I would hope so. Picture got leaked of someone's inventory, that's the developer, of the pumpkin currency. Quell, I'm not gonna read it. She said, "It's all right, it's real." Bang, boom, bada beachy, boom, bow. So what does that mean? Gonna explain really fast. Christmas currency was ornaments, and Easter was basket. The main toon for the Christmas event was Bobbette the Bobble, who's a freaking ornament. The main toon for the Easter update was Bassie, freaking basket. So naturally, the main toon, and they're both mains, right? So the main toon, gonna be a pumpkin. Right? Made a whole video about it. I'll stop it there. So we basically know 3 out of the 4 characters. We don't basically know. We know 2. We have 75% of the main. And we also have half the other one, potentially, because we know it's a kid. One of the toons for the 2025 Halloween event is another child toon. Mentioned in Dial's Gossip Dialogues. He says that they are a kid the same age as Toodles, and they play together during Halloween. Well, I don't think it's Sylvester. I don't think it's Rebecca. Rebecca was confirmed to be an adult. Sylvester, not confirmed to be a kid, but I don't think Toodles is playing with him. So either we got a little kid main, who's a pumpkin. We got little kid main pumpkin. Or we got little kid. We don't actually know. Bada boom. So now with that being said, people want me to predict stats. So, let's do it. Before I do mine, I like to show what Blue has been right a lot, and I value her opinion. So originally, her speculation for what the toons were going to be were based on the little map that we had shown, okay? So this was a prediction before we knew Sylvester and before we had the pumpkin confirmed, right? Which frankly, this one on the far right isn't too far off. But their new prediction goes along the basis of if the Halloween map is a haunted castle, and she's imagining that the Halloween map, like the toons have to somehow make sense in the Halloween map. It doesn't really, like, it makes sense, but it hasn't been done, but it's not completely unfeasible. But Blue thinks the main's gonna be a child, so she thinks it's baby kid pumpkin. Regardless, that's enough freaking yapping. Let me get my template out. Let me guess stats. It's been a while. I don't really do OCs anymore. Oh my god, I can't find my template. It really has been forever. What's that? Better be Henry. All right, you guys dared me to do it, so time to pop off. My stars are gonna have a slight green hue. Cry about it. It's Ribecca time, and I think she's gonna be a normal toon. I think she's the common toon. I really do think that. So what does that mean? It means she doesn't have to. But how are we gonna we have to divvy out? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's pretty easy, actually. Never claimed to be an artist, but it's gonna be 3. I'm so confident in that. It's a common toon. Every single one of them. Every single other toon that's came out, that's a common. Boxton, Eggson, Poppy, Rudy. Guess what their stats are? I think she's gonna have, I'm giving her an active ability. Realistically, I think she's gonna have a passive ability. But what I do like is Drop Dead. It's gonna kind of work like Dry Bones from Paper Mario or any Mario game. I don't know why it specifically has to be Paper Mario, but it's just like Bobbette. It's just like Connie. It's just worse. The cooldown's longer, and it's only for 5 seconds. She's a common, so naturally. Yeah, I know. Real riveting stuff here. Now this is when we actually get to have some fun. Sylvester. And I think looking over at Condog Corndog would be a good reference. So she has 5-star stealth, 4-star extraction speed, 1-star movement, which Okay, got it. I think he's also gonna have 1-star movement speed. Considering he's a rust bucket, I don't think he's gonna be very stealthy at all either. This might be crazy. This is rather crazy from me here. That is actually a little absurd. 2 movement, 1 stealth. I think 1 stealth makes sense. You know what? Screw it. It's the first of its kind, which then means I get a 4 stars wherever I want. If those are both locked at 1, where are these 4 gonna? Him having 4-star extractions or 4-star stamina really doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does because he's a ghost, so they don't get out of breath disease, or they literally can't get out of breath. I'm locking in that. I don't know why, but I double 1-star. And you guys have heard my ability, Unseen Servant. This toon summons an invisible servant that moves to the nearest machine and extracts for 10 seconds. So the lifespan of this thing is 10 seconds, and it goes over to a machine and ghostly extracts it, and then after 10 seconds goes away. I think I cook with that one. If you don't think that's cooking with peanut oil, then unsubscribe. And that's gonna be where we end off today. I'm kidding. I think a lot of you guys would be mad if I ended right now, which does make it funny. We gotta do the pumpkin main. Okay, but the question of the day: do I think the pumpkin main's gonna be a kid? I think the pumpkin main is gonna be the kid. Guessing what a toon can do just based off it being a pumpkin is virtually impossible. So let's start 15 across the board. Well, I guess 16 across the board. Do I think a pumpkin kid extractor, it gives survival. So I think it's just gonna have unmeta, unoptimized stats. Like that just kind of sucks, which I think makes sense because sometimes it just doesn't make sense. This is the most average Joe. Like, you don't want to play this character is what I'm going for. But let's give it some good abilities. So we get 1 active and 1 passive. Let's start with the passive. What the flip would a pumpkin do? Wait, I know what it's at. I have the idea for, I got the idea for the act. Chat, holy cow. The skeleton is freaking out doing himself today. The stats might not be good, but holy smokes is this ability freaking rad. So it's an active ability where this toon either spawns a rare item plus, and I mean anything. Like, it could drop a bandito, it could drop a medito, box of chocolates, cola. It could drop one of those. Or it has just as equal of a chance to alert all the twisted in the area. Essentially air horn on them. I think that's hilarious. It's like they reach in their head. I imagine they reach in their head for either a candy or an air horn, and they either put the item on the ground. No, they probably don't put it on the ground. They probably get it. They probably get the item, or they alert the twisted. I think that's awesome. High risk, high reward play. Fun stuff. And then they have a 5-star stealth, which doesn't make sense at all. But it's my character. So, and then when you have a good passive, they did just recently release toggle ability. I'm gonna go pee and think about it. Oh crap! I swear to God, I forgot. I was scrolling Instagram Reels and I forgot that dude, if I pulled up my Instagram Reels, you guys would be flabbergasted. It's like 30% anime, 50% like nutrition and health and like Iron Man stuff, and then 20% hockey. You guys would be like, huh? Hopeless? I'm a freaking health nut. I like the idea of like having a passive that helps on Iker League. Because for example, like there's certain characters that do already, specifically on Blackouts. So having a toon that's either passive or active ability helps specifically for Iker Leagues is in order, naturally. But with that being said, I went with Jack-o'-lantern, where during Blackout floors, this toon increases everyone's vision radius by 5 units. If it's a pumpkin, why not make it a Jack-o'-lantern? Maybe that'll just be built-in passive, but that's what I got. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think, and if you like Plants vs. Brain Rot, second channel. But yeah, love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm really proud of my creations today. I think I did pretty good.